And I just heard you fought on the weekend. You destroyed Miesha Tate, and then I heard that you're back in the gym training today because you've got another fight booked. Is this true?
Sure do. Yeah, I'm fighting Shayna Baszler on June 19th, and that's also for the Strikeforce Challenger Series.
Oh, June 19th.
June 19th. So
and who's it against again?
Shayna.
Shayna Baszler.
And what's her record?
I'm not sure what her actual record is. I know she has some losses. I think I think maybe she has like 9 wins on record, like for pro. Even though I think she might have more than that. I think they're all by submission.
Yeah.
But she's done some cool submissions. Like she got like the twister on Tamachan.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was wicked.
Yeah, we had Eddie Bravo on the show. Next time I talk to him, I'll ask him about that. Hey, are you ever going to lose?
I hope not.
No?
I don't like losing. I don't take, well, I mean, like, I can take it, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't like it at all.
Hey, Sarah. So you're at a 135 weight class, right?
Yeah.
How's the pool of women in that weight class?
Oh, it's wicked. There are so many women at 135. Like Shayna Baszler, Caitlin Young. I don't know if Tara LaRosa is going to stay down at 125, but she's always been at 135. Roxanne Modafferi. You know, and there's a list. You know, I think Vanessa Porto. I think Takahashi maybe. There's quite a few Japanese girls. Yeah. Amanda Buckner. It's a really big list of very talented women.
Have you fought Tara LaRosa?
No, I never have.
You want to, though, right?
I think it'd be a great fight.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great fight, too. People, I'm starting to really think that women's MMA is really exciting. It's fast, and it's tough. I've been watching some old hook and shoot and stuff like that.
Oh, great.
And
great stuff.
Yeah, there's really good stuff. What's your take when people are kind of like, you know, down on women's MMA, like Dana White and people like that?
I think a lot of the people who are down on it haven't actually watched it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those people are just saying, oh, yeah, you know, I don't want to see girls fighting. I don't want to see girls get their face smashed in. You know, just kind of like chauvinistic type.
Yeah.
You know, fighting is a tough sport and girls shouldn't be in it kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I think a lot of times, especially once people watch a good female fight, like I've never had someone watch one of my fights and say, oh, girls shouldn't be fighting.
Yeah.
Like, never once. You know, everyone's always like, oh, that was a wicked, exciting fight. Like, you know, I definitely watch you fight again. So I think it's just a matter of having all those kind of people who are too pig-headed to actually watch a fight, kind of force them to watch a fight, and then have them realize, wow, these are actually very talented athletes.
But do you think there's a bit of a discrepancy? I mean, are you still, do you feel like you're pioneering the sport for women? Because, like, for men, you know, 15 years ago, there was a huge discrepancy in skill. You had fighters come in and you would have, you know, very lopsided wins. And I know, you know, I've seen a couple women's fights where, you know, highly skilled fighters, the fights are awesome and it looks great. And then, you know, every now and again, you're going to see someone, a couple women fight that really aren't up to the caliber.
Yeah, like
that
Cyborg destroy that Asian girl in the last Strikeforce.
Well, that's also a huge weight. That was a huge
you know,
weight challenge too, right?
The thing is, you know, what was her name? Cano.
Yeah.
You know, she's a good fighter, but she obviously was so much smaller. Like, it's just a fight that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it was a bigger discrepancy than, like, BJ Penn GSP.
For sure.
Right.
You know, so it makes it look unprofessional. It makes it look, you know, totally one-sided, which, you know, you never really want to watch a fight that's just one-sided when the other person is not even being defensive. They're just kind of running.
The beauty of a fight is seeing two people who believe that they can win, you know, go until one of them doesn't believe it anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree entirely.
So, Adam, you're jiu-jitsu. Tell us where you're training and who your coaches are.
Well, my coach is Adam Zuzek, and he's my coach for everything. So
cool.
He's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under Marcus Suarez.
Yeah.
He's a combat submission wrestling instructor under Eric Paulson.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's certified in everything, and so I'm really lucky in that, you know, Adam is my coach for absolutely everything. Yeah. He does my game plans. You know, he comes to all my fights, and I think that, for me, that helps a lot, because it's not jumping around and having one person tell you to do one thing and the other person everything. So, yeah, so I train here in Victoria, British Columbia. Great place to live. Not a lot of rain, not a lot of snow, not a lot of sun. So it's perfect for me.
Right.
And I actually had a lot of people make fun of me on the internet for how white I am. But it's true, I am really white.
You're pretty pale.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that in a few of your pictures. I thought maybe you're going to, like, the anti-sun tanning bag or something.
Well, I think I'm like partially allergic to it.
The albino machine.
Yeah, something like that. I just fry to a crisp, and then I don't know why, but I get like really mad when the sun touches me.
Well,
when I'm forced to drive and it's sunny out, I just get really bad road rage.
Yeah, well, you're not likely to get skin cancer anytime.
Yeah, it's true. I've avoided the sun probably for like 4 years now. I'm pretty good at it.
So this next fight, you're fighting a girl who's finished everybody by submission. You've got great jiu-jitsu, and your coach is a high-level BJJ black belt. What do you do? Do you go in there and guns blazing jiu-jitsu fighter on the ground, or do you stand and knock her out? I mean, I think people probably picture you as a kickboxer, but that's not the case. What's the plan? Any thoughts so far?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just kind of go and do what I've done in all of my fights, or what I've tried to do in all of my fights, and that's, just follow my game plan and kind of take the fight where she doesn't want it. So if she wants to stand and bang, well, I'll probably stand and bang.
Yeah.
But then if she's trying to take it down, my goal is to kind of always be on top. So even if I do get on the bottom, I'm always trying to work to stand up or
sweep
or get back on top and reverse. But I just want an active fight. So I really don't mind being on the ground at all. I have I think I'm pretty skilled, at least to hold my own on the ground. So yeah, I really just think it's a matter of just throwing some punches. If she gets a takedown, or if I go for a takedown, or I never really know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Hey, Sarah, how good are you at stopping the takedown?
I think I'm
do you
pretty
train
good.
that?
Is that something you work a lot?
I do a lot of stand-up wrestling, and I really enjoy the stand-up wrestling. So for me, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I do think that I'm pretty strong for 135 pounds. So I think that I am able to stop quite a bit of the.
Hey, there's awesome music in the background there.
Sorry about that.
That was slick.
Went crazy.
Yeah. We try to, on our show, try not to ask the obvious questions, but when you've got your first girl fighter on the phone, some of them just feel like they got to be asked. Like, do you have a boyfriend? What does he think of the fact that you fight? Things like that. Like, it's just...
Yeah, I don't have a boyfriend. I'm single.
Yeah.
Pretty much I'm at the gym like 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
And then I kind of have this thing, like I don't really want to go out with anyone from the gym.
Right.
I work here and I train here. So it's kind of hard to meet people that way. At some point.
What about the little fighter boy groupies that are following you around?
They're just funny.
Yeah.
Like, everyone at the gym here is really excited.
Yeah.
I've been doing really well.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty neat to see, like I even had like one of my 6-year-old kids that I teach, came in today and was like, I saw you fight on TV. They're just so excited, right? It's pretty cute.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It must feel good to have taken a step up exposure-wise with Strikeforce, right? Like, is this something that you've really wanted to do? I mean, the amazing thing for you is that you're absolutely ready for it. Unlike sometimes people get the opportunity at the wrong time, but it's a perfect time for you. But how does it feel?
Thank you. It was just a great opportunity. The fact that it just came up, I really didn't think that I could turn it down.
Yeah.
I saw that Miesha posted like one day, like, oh yeah, Kim pulled out of this fight. She's getting a divorce, and she kind of started this whole like blow up, right? And the first thing I thought, and same with Adam, the next morning, he's like, well, what do you think about taking this fight? And I just think everything was perfect for it.
Yeah.
I'd fought 2 weeks before that. So I was in good shape, so it wasn't too last minute for me. I didn't feel like I was going to be stressed to get in shape for the fight. And then, the fact that it was on the main card, on Showtime, and just have that first experience, kind of getting viewed by, a larger audience. I just thought it was a great fight for me. So I had to take it.
Did it cross your mind backstage when you're getting ready that how many people will be watching it? Like, did it creep into your mind?
No, I don't let all that stuff bother me. Like, for me, I fight for me, honestly. As ridiculous as it sounds, like, I don't really care. Like, as long as Adam's there and he's in my corner, I don't care who's watching. And it's nice to be on the bigger show because obviously I can get sponsorship money, get more recognition, hopefully get more money just for fighting, all those kind of things. Get to fight the bigger names, get the really exciting fights.
Yeah.
So those are all bonuses. But at the end of the day, if I couldn't get paid and no one was going to see the fights, I would still fight.
Yeah.
And I think, for me, that's the big thing. So that's kind of how I go into all the fights. After I make weight, I just have a good time.